Hi, I'm James Cole Morrison. I bitch about it, so you fuckers can listen. I do apologise. We have had a somewhat death in the family. My beloved selfie stick has unfortunately broken, so if we get a little bit of wobble camera, I do apologise. And I got a new phone. So the iPhone 4 has passed on. I've got this Microsoft phone, the Lumia, and the only reason I mention this because I actually don't really know where the camera is on this. No freaking clue where it is. So the fact that I'm not making eye contact and shit, I usually like to sort of look at my audience in the eye and say hello. Uh, yeah, whatever. Can't do that. Anywho, I would like to talk about the latest film that I watched. Anyway, this is a nice birthday treat for my best mate. Happy birthday, Mr. Elwell. 30. 30 last Tuesday. Went with a few of my friends, and I got oh gosh, long story short, we went to see Deadpool. All the rage at the moment. We hit really high numbers in the box office. Not Skywars, not like sort of epic numbers, but hey, pretty decent sort of outcome for Deadpool. And yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not shit. It's not shit. Yeah, no. Don't hate me, internet. It's not shit. It isn't shit. Unfortunately, I just it sort of dawned on me. I'm a big DC fan, and there are a few Marvel's comics like the Civil War series and a few sort of like Avenger stories that I've read and enjoyed. I'm currently reading sort of Planet Hulk at the moment. Point is, I'm a huge comic book fan. Unfortunately, at the moment, we are insanely inundated, absolutely inundated with comic book movies. Like, there's so fucking many of them, and we've had so many in the last few years, and there's just so much more to come. For me, Deadpool. First of all, the passion was there, undoubtable. There's no question. Ryan Reynolds' performance, he's clearly a fan. He clearly believed in the film, and he wanted this to work, and the passion was there. I felt like he was in sync with with sort of the direction of the film. Everybody was on board, and they knew what they were trying to do. My problem was that as a story, wasn't too sure where they were going. It was sort of like an action romantic comedy, which is fine. They were trying to tell a complex story, but the humour, and I know this is quite true to the Deadpool character, I felt the humour was very sort of forced, really, and there was nothing organic about it, or it's and like I say, it's very true to the Deadpool character. He's always breaking the fourth wall. He's always in your face. He's always he's always cracking wise jokes, and Ryan Reynolds, he's the best. He's the man to do it. This is the best Ryan Reynolds comic book movie you will ever fucking see. That's one thing I can fucking say. This is the best, and to be honest with you, there was potential for Deadpool 2. I think that's exactly what this is. They've introduced the character. They've set the foundations. There's bound to be a Deadpool 2. I honestly truly believe that is going to be a superior film, and that is going to kick ass. I felt my sort of colleagues, my mates, my chums, they sort of had the same sentiments, and they were a bit deflated near the end. The Colossus character, who made a little cameo, he was pretty decent. That teenage girl was pretty cookie cooker. There was no originality to her at all. She was just a bland, sort of moody teenage girl. And yeah, fodder for Deadpool to take the piss out of her, but, well, what can you do? And yeah, no other real performance stands out other than the Deadpool character, really. Again, everyone else was cookie cutter. The sets were somewhat uninspiring. And yeah, that's it. People are ranting and raving about this film. You know, they can't stop talking about it. It's the first decent R-rated sort of Marvel movie since Blade, I guess. Um, but that's the problem. You know, 99 when Blade came out, that was the only decent Marvel movie. Everything else was pretty much gobshite. But now there's just so much. There's so many decent Marvel movies. Iron Man, Avengers Assemble, Incredible Hulk. I thought was pretty good, to be quite honest with you. Um, yeah, Thor was a bit shit, but still, nothing is either half decent or good. You know, the Marvel stuff is fantastic quality, and as far as I'm concerned, Deadpool sort of got lost in the ether. Really, we're not going to be talking about it within a year. Trust me, it'll dissipate. I mean, I don't know. One thing I will mention. Every time there was an action sequence scene, and the Deadpool character was doing something really cool, like some acrobatics and shit, somebody, and I noticed this, and I mentioned it, and my mate's sort of like, yeah, that's right. Somebody in the music department or whatever, they sampled. I'm really confident they did this. They sampled the dong in Michael Jackson's "Beat It," like from the Thriller album. That song, the Michael Jackson "Beat It," like the dong. Somebody sampled this, and for some reason, that's all you could. I mean, I was expecting him to break into Michael Jackson or something, but it was just dong 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 dong. They sampled that sound and they made like a sort of a sort of a blasé sort of tune. I might be wrong, and maybe it's a completely different dong, but every time I heard it, I just kept thinking Michael Jackson beat it. It's all I could hear. I think of was Michael fucking Jackson. Yeah, could just be on my head. I'm sorry, I am just in general tired, but I'm sort of dreading really the sort of the future of the comic book movies, because I think it's a saturated market now. There's just too many of them, and we've got Batman versus Superman. I mean, I'm a DC fan at heart, but you know, DC compared to the Marvel at the moment in terms of movies, DC's Marvel's bitch at the moment. That's the truth. And there may be some potential with the Batman versus Superman. I honestly think. Sorry, I'm tired. I've totally forgot his name. Matt Damon's mate. Matt Damon's mate. Whoa, fuck. What's he called? Ben Affleck. I thought he was kick-ass in Daredevil. I know it's a shitty movie for most, but I thought the action sequences were well done. From what I've seen of the trailers so far and some of the action scenes, I think Ben Affleck's actually going to steal the show. There were so many people fucking going crazy and fucking like losing their shit over the fact that Ben Affleck was Batman. I think he's actually going to steal the show. That being said, there's a potential that movie could be an absolute flop, and it could be disappointing. I mean, I've seen that fucking paley ginger hair tosser that they've got playing for Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor shouldn't be a ginger paley face tosser. He should be a fucking broad, fucking bold, strong, like a bold opposing man. He's got an inferiority complex. He's super smart. He's bold. He shouldn't be a scrawny little fucking pissant. I mean, I know the guy that they got playing with was Zimmerman. He played he played that dude who was in the Social Network. Yeah, the guy who did Facebook. Yeah, I could sort of see the connection there, but straight away I just thought he's not Lex fucking Luthor. He's not Lex fucking Luthor. Shit. But it's just it's a chance that there's, with all the clusterfuck of characters that they got, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Sorry, my phone came up with a message. Yeah, I just think potentially it could be a flop, and again, so many more comic book movies to come. Doctor Strange, I've heard there's another sequel to Ant-Man in the works. There's fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, which I am really looking forward to. But we'll see. We'll see what the future has in store for comic book franchises. Obviously, there is some peak interest, but I'm just worried that this is the. I'm just worried that this is we're at the sort of top of the mountain at the moment, and it's at their peak, and eventually it's going to crash. There's going to be one shitty movie in the works, and it's going to stink up the joint, and it's going to devalue the comic book sort of movie, and that was it. And that's it. I honestly thought it was going to be Ant-Man, but that turned out to be awesome. But I don't know. I really don't know. It seems like they just can't fuck up at the moment, DC or Marvel. But I'm just waiting for that one movie to fucking ruin the entire fucking comic book sort of explosion that we've got at the moment. Anyway, hopefully that won't happen anytime soon. Deadpool, my final thoughts. It was okay. It certainly wasn't shit. I could see potential into the sequel. I don't think it was as good as people are saying it is. I thought the humour was a bit overly too rude and sort of forced, and there wasn't really anything organic in terms of the actors' performances, the way they sort of interact with each other, and the sort of script. With comedies like that, I do sort of like a little bit of improv and sort of a bit of a more originality as opposed to just sort of forced, rude, sort of in-your-face jokes. But no, overall, a decent movie, a lot of passion, and I can see potential for more. Anyway, I shall see you guys soon. Hopefully, I'll get a decent camera and I can,